pikin. Then for Africa, yeah, we always get that extended family. So understanding this part of family go help we even for this topic. For Africa context, we get the extended family where you know the stay only you and your immediate pikin them. You get nieces, nephews, you get grandma where they stay too with you, where we call her mother-in-law, you get sister-in-law, and all that. So family now people where they identify themselves. It usually forms through a union, a legal union called marriage, and then they start the born picking them, being responsible towards them, and then look at themselves as we talk that extended arm.
All right,
so that one a family.
Thank you very much. You don't really put them fine for we more understand where to be family now. We want to for finance, because when we talk of family and we talk of finance, important. I want more look how finance be important. Which role will finance first of all get them for play in a family setting?
Finance is a very important thing now. Money they say water the washman is skin, then a money they make it be clean.
Okay.
So money be very important for normal day-to-day living, buying in the market, sending children to school, developing family projects together. So you cannot do that without money. And when we want to talk finance, we know to just look now, the physical cash will be available now. Would you look at the overall wealth system, which would call and say wealth system, where you don't create, and wealth creation system, where they come through, maybe you don't go school, maybe you don't get some business and all that thing then. So now you put them together before you call and say finance, where it go to give you constant money, because as family they grow, it usually start with one man and a woman. Some families polygamous. In African context, we cannot overlook that one. So finances now the immediate money you get for the user, and the wealth creation pattern or model. Some people then are through business or continually learning. So that's why you see for some time we say you be housewife after you do work. So all of that. So now the finances that in marriage, what you can do, what your husband can do, what your sisters can do, even the relationship the way una create them. Because if I say I get problem, my brother and a magistrate or my husband get problem, my relationship is already a finance for him. It means say sometimes money we go and pay for consultancy, he no go pay him because na imoyo.
Yes,
so
yes.
It's a whole system where it go to bring in money. As you ask and what is the importance, that money we go to use them if we want big house, if you want look beautiful like you for wear eyeglass, you want chop, fine chop, all of those things. So you need money. People go to sick. Especially now, even for marriage, 1 year say you want go born, they say picking big. You need for cut and open now. So money be very important for marriage. It is the fuel. Now locomotive for marriage. Now they make a married worker.
Yes.
Not be say now it be the most important thing, but it is very important for make and me things the way marriage get for accomplish them. Because why are they talk so now? Say marriage is a social institution where social institution a place where it develop individuals them on behalf of the community. So if money not there for marriage, pikin they no go school, they no go train them for become way God don't plan say they go be, pikin go sick, and then you know go fit go hospital. Maybe untimely death go come in, all of those things. So finance or money, it be very important for inside family, because now it help for do all things the way we need for do.
I like the fact that we don't bring person where it get knowledge deep inside for how put on pigeons, plenty sense for the topic we will talk on today. So more
It's a pleasure
learn,
for me.
yes, and more learn, and if you also call me for this program. All right, we don't talk about money, they let the locomotive and everything. It's not been the most important, but now something where it be needed, you cannot do without. What's the money get for come up? Because most of we for we homes them, or when we grow, we believe saying na papa now get responsibility, now they bring money for all things. But now we know say the way they evolve, if I someone would really handle this topic, if I make people they understand. The money before one go for how for manager. Who's the money get for command? So you don't talk and small like you don't touch and small, but just give it again.
Okay. When we talk about money, like I be talk for you say it's more about the wealth creation system. So I go to say money no be that physical paper, now the mindset for papa. So yes, money dey comot na for papa. Yes, we go break am down.
Yeah, break am because
like I use the big word say mindset. That means say before one of the things wey dey make a man pikin may be husband. Now the mindset wey you get am for create wealth channels them.
okay.
You get, and one of the wealth channels dem na your wife. So wetin I talk say money dey comot na for papa, no be only physical money. Na that money wey dey call am to say investment. Na that money wey dey call am say belief, wey you do how you go see your wife like one of the channels for bring in money. That's that why I talk so na because as society don dey always cry say money no dey or papa be stressed. Na because most times we papa dem the mindset wey dey get am na say make e comot na only for them. Bible to call even for inside Bible we are not talking about Christianity here. We to say he who finds a wife finds good things. So one of the good things we define and where you go get them, we inside that one partner where they make family. Now the mindset where you go get them for ye. Then how you go see for the way he own creator to see, how he own religion see, then you invest towards it. So it become now one of the wealth creation system. So everything starts and ends with the man where he don't be husband. I used to talk say if you see any wife where he grow, where he start give money to, where you not get all that complaint, it's according to how the husband allows her.
Okay.
It's according to what the husband permits her to do. I did talk this because I want me to understand say there's a difference between a woman and a wife. And when we are talking family, we are now looking at wife.
Yes, the wife.
And you can only go as far as your husband see you. And as far as your husband see you, he go pump in or use you for be one of the goods the way money go dey enter inside house. Now the reason why I talk say money for inside family start with papa. Which that is the general layout before we go dey look how woman fit push herself for make sure say he assist the man.
But you don't talk so a very important thing, saying that the mindset for the man, how he see the woman and how he invest for the woman now for bring money for the house. But we know say there's so plenty men they be threatened, particularly they just believe say the marry woman now for woman for born picking them, for look other picking them, so that picking them go school. That's now the mindset that for plenty man picking them.
E no bad. That is why we are here to educate ourselves, for understand say we don't do am that way. Who's that will be? You understand? We no fit overlook the fact say education dey now. You get boy pikin, you get girl pikin, they send all them for school. They learn the same thing. Then at the end where they call and say the tertiary part for their life where they get for be productive. One man get for bow for be only house. Unless say you don't show his system, because like when you talk for counseling, so you know they marry because you want just marry. You dey marry in purpose, because every marriage too is for a purpose. When you understand even the purpose of your marriage, you go understand the kind of partner where you go bring them, and the capital where you carry am for a skin in the form of wisdom, in the form of knowledge, in the form of education. Like I mentioned for you, say human being a social capital for each other, human capital. So when you the one married now, you the married woman where it fit into the direction where you the go. If you don't already discover as a man, say for example, you are a humanitarian. Humanitarians they go to give money out plenty. So you go marry woman where you too go know how for work money and allow you for give.
Yeah.
So you understand that he who finds a wife is a very is a trap for the man, for understand the woman where he go match for that direction where he the one take him. So all of those things come to play, which still boils to it where I talk say mindset. So with the marrying and mindset, with the married man where it to go to say like you say let us create man in our image. It to go say let me create my wife in my image, so that the things me where I did do I did already say unto my wife to did do am, so that together we get a bigger something. So if our marriage no get purpose for the give our money, we go know how we go work our own small money we go correct for we. But you know, if you be example humanitarian, you go marry a woman way you know for do humanitarian work, what's it go happen? That it go crumble. Now you ask say men they be threatening. It's very true. You know, like I was explaining, you define a wife where he not na your fault for as a man pikin for fair marry woman where you go be threatened. Because you get forget a level where you understand say if he make you a husband, then now the woman where you the married and where you get for they under you go still dey see you like husband. Na your fault. We know say sometimes the be way people know they get the opportunity for live their dreams, but at least when you have the vision, you never talk to get money immediately. If you know so you the man way you the go somewhere, I always advise people that you don't marry for the woman that is now. If I want choose master now, I know the choose master for the my taste. I the choose master for person way God don't show me say I get for be. What I am walking into, that's the husband I choose for. It's the same thing for a man. Once you have known the problem, Madam Alice, I go tell you with we young people now say most times we just here enter marriage now for born pikin and do all that. After that, life still dey ahead of you. So if you were not conscious enough in choosing your spouse according to who you're walking into, according to who you know say you don't get your own revelation, you know say you don't get from your freedom, your own you don't look at see say now this side I dey go. Now this person I go be tomorrow, I go be businessman, I go be pastor, I go be this, I go be that. If you are not choosing a wife, or you are not known yourself, you will not be able to choose a wife that corresponds. And so normal, that conflict must be. Because if you go choose a woman way, today he no like his school, tomorrow he go like na school. And when I know we don't get time for get all that discussion there. For example, there was a time I left there and went back to school. If my husband put school like part of a growth process and well creation, what if will happen? If will be a conflict. So use yourself with it. We always use opportunity like this for tell men, especially young boys, find who you are, find your purpose, so that in that purpose you'll be able to find a wife. They say he who finds a wife is only according to the needs of you, the husband. That's why I can be an ideal wife for my husband, but a bad wife for another person. Yes. I be a woman. You become a wife only when there is marriage. So we give always look say marriage naturally go give with family, and family get a lot of aspects like how we talk finance, how we go to handle all those particular issues. There it starts from when we want to choose our partners then, and by first of all knowing who we are.
Thank you so much. All right, more going out for the topic now. More talk. And also, you don't say how woman fit push herself. I don't know that one will come before we start look how we fit manage finance for family.
We go talk finance first before push self.
Okay.
I'm asking you.
I believe some more talk they push because when the woman don't get money,
yes,
then that time the two they come together and they see how they feel manage the money.
Not true. You know, when it comes to marriage, what I used to talk again, say one of the things that makes a woman a wife is your ability to be vulnerable to the system you find yourself, the marriage. When I talk vulnerability, you know, we get the idea that now for strong woman, I want to do this, I want to achieve this, when are very good things and at least get that fire. But some particular reality they are for people the way they become wife, especially when God start bless you with children. I call it usually the post time, where maybe you fit give 2-3 years for marriage, for say you want born. We not get the luxury for this our society where employment over common. So sometimes it be when you don't marry, you want born for avoid societal pressure. Say you don't stay too from mother-in-laws them. Yes. So you go the one born during that period. Now the period that way I the ever call and say a period of relapse when majority families then their finances will be affected. When you they pause, which is good. It shows that you love family life for great procreation. You feel pause 1, 2, 3, 4 years, born picking them. Most times, women they need encouragement for leave that period because you be comfortable. Somehow, it's by reflex. You become comfortable serving just your husband. You become comfortable living in that your environment. Like I'm a wife, I'm this, I'm that. I'm going somewhere about pushing. Yes, so let's first of all look at what first of all makes, you will see a woman, maybe she graduates with first class and then Married can wey never get some serious work. You wan see in 9 months time we dey come visit you, which is a very good thing. You wan see may I just make am so born my pikin dem. Na the normal thing that woman dey talk. So that period is the pause period, and if a woman is not able to give that period, you are really define problem for be a wife. Because our African context, when we marry, they need to look and say, their woman they work for Usaye, their woman they go with school. They want look and say, you don't born which time, how many pikin, which is good. So that period we give for always look at how if it affects women. Now, when like I mentioned, you have that period where you are overwhelmed with family life. You may forget yourself. That's the reality. You may forget who you are. You may forget even if you don't get vision about your life. You may forget even your career.
Yes.
That's why you see some woman when na journalist, it do hawk, it cook, make puff puff, it do that for just help, which is good for support. But there is somebody in you. They used to say before being a missus, there is a miss. Where as you grow like a young girl, you get that motivation that this is who I want to be, even as a wife. You get. So during that period, that is where women need a lot of help. Women who are wives, they need a lot of help. Where Aditose family gave for come in for always remind them of who they are, especially their husbands. I just watched a video on my timeline that I did when I was in Betwa, and I was very actively married as a housewife. I was called up to talk on marriage like that. I say that time, man pikin gave for shindon so look that woman say, time I be married, I be one marry this woman. You remember her goals. You remember who she is, where she wants to go to, and how she fits into your program. And remind her. Encourage her. You know, say that period, you don't learn her diapers, cook this. Maybe in creativity too don't finish. So you get for now, stand up as her father. I used to say a husband is in the father lineage of a wife. You have God, for people who are Christian, you have your biological, you have your spiritual, because you get for faith know God before you marry. Then a husband comes to promote what God be talk about that woman. Wait till papa be invest am about it. Wait till his spiritual father be don't tell you guiding. So you as a husband, you be the executor of all of what those other fathers in that order they be don't talk about that woman. So that is external push. Forget people around where believe in you. And the most important thing, believe in yourself. And be reminded of who you were when you were growing up. On my status today, I consciously went through my Facebook page to be reminded of who I am. And I saw that there were a lot of things I was doing. So it's a remembrance, like a September to remember who you are. So that you go look, say, yes, one of my roles is for born. One of my roles now for be a wife to my husband, which is a full-time job. But there is another thing where God make me for. For example, I am a wife. I've been married to the glory of God for 9 years now. If I limit myself to that wife, I not go there for outside here for the talk this. It means say I not be just there for being a journalist, but in my journalism was just a tool. That is the purpose of even your career. Now for do wait where God call you for do, like when you do family wahala. So you must always learn not to be comfortable in your today. Look for ways to be active about your tomorrow, even for now. I listened to a great man say the feeling brings you import the feelings of tomorrow into today. You say, if in 5 years I achieve this, how I go feel? You feel that feeling now and put in effort to, because you know say in 5 years this is what I want to feel. So when people begin to get women, especially wives, get to understand what they want to feel in the future, they consciously import that feeling now. You know, when you just say, tomorrow I did drive the motor, tomorrow I'm leaving this boardroom, I'm this CEO, you just some fresh air now. Okay, say, how do I get there? It becomes now a push. But that's what we call dream. If you're a wife and you don't dream, there are times, even with 6 children or what, you can still finish your house chores by 11. So the rest of that, how many hours? What are you doing with
Watching
it?
telenovelas.
Watching telenovelas and waiting for your husband now to come and be acting like romantic as that telenovelas, and then you go see say idleness even go spoil the marriage. But when the two of you go out, yes, it becomes easier.
All right, more look at now how more just assume say both parties, the money they come now
Okay.
from both parties. How they manage them as a family with the immediate children and the extended family where you don't put them for here,
Yeah.
put them all together.
How people are having an amazing time. Sorry, I'm
course.
just going to switch a little like a presenter and send us your contribution.
Using the number
Oh,
on
yes,
your
on your
screen.
screen. We want to get it from you. You have a difficulty or you have something that you want us to address, then we are here to contribute in our own little quarter to make the family life even better. Okay, you don't ask a very important question. I'd like to, first of all, everything is in context. When people used to globalize family and marriage, I used to get a little walked about it or walk up because marriage, according to legal systems in different countries, you have different kinds of marriages. So we must first of all take into context the kind of family you are in. You know, expect say monogamous family go share in money, they say like polygamous. Those are things that when I used to tell people that are talking about marriage, be specific so that the knowledge fit go. You feel the talk now, so person they were eating for polygamy go to say by luck that's not the work. So and even inside monogamy we still have joint property and separate property, the regime. So those are some of the peculiar things we have to look at every time we come to talk, so that we know say if we dey handle now for this side, at least we don't handle reach for this level.
Yes.
Rather than joining everything together, it will be confusing.
You are the expert, okay. Start separating for me.
So we get monogamy where now one man, one woman, the same property, the same, and they get the same rights and responsibility for make sure say that family move. And one of the tools that they go use them now finances. Now in a monogamous marriage, I want to go back to what I said about the pause. When you understand that in a monogamous marriage is 50% for both responsibilities and duties. But now we must always be considerate of the times and needs of the marriage. For example, I'm going somewhere. For example, you married with your husband and he say una go born first. At that time, born will affect you, the woman.
Yes.
So the statement I want to make is that whatever income is coming through the man is part of your 50% contribution. Yes.
Difficult.
It's part of your that is one of the education that men need to understand. I read some story. I will still go back to, I know this is not a Christian program, but I won't go for Bible small.
You're not bad for quote Bible, at least you back.
Yes, I won't go for Bible small. Some story they were read and way they talk about King David. They say enemies came and stole from them, took away the wives of his men. So he said, okay, I want to go after them. Inquire from God, should I go after these people? And God said, yes, you will conquer. But time when they go, some of his soldiers, they be weak. They remain now for some water, or they call the brook. They remain there. So he went now with, when you don't work for long distance, some people they're weak, they remain for good. The strong people then go for front. You will see marriage inside this story and finances. The strong people went in front. And when they went now, they conquered. Then they brought all the war gains. But time when they come back, those strong people make some statement. Say, any man we no be follow, we go conquer. He go take only a woman and he picking them. All the other war gains, they no go benefit from. And David made a statement that changed my perception about marriage and finances. He said, whether you stayed at home or you went to the battlefield, we will share the same. Those who stayed at home did the same job as those who went. Because they be stay at home, what did they be do? They be the guard. Say me enemy no come up from behind. Why you be go? So you feel in a family, you feel already spread wife and husband. Husband na that man wey he be strong
We go.
for that time, he be
Yes.
go. And wife na the one wey he be shindon, be weak, because childbearing don't make you don weak. Sometimes don't go through CS. And while she was weak, she was taking care of something that makes you a husband and makes and gives you a family. So at that time, when she was waiting, what you bring, we are talking about monogamous marriage and joint property. So whether you stayed at home or you went to the battlefield,
You contributed.
whatever gains was brought to that family during that period is 50-50 contribution, because she's there during her pause period. Imagine, let me use myself as an example. I've paused. You can best say about my work life has been like this. Okay. So at that time when I'm waiting, for example, my husband goes and works 100,000 that day. It means I don't work 50,000. He don't work 50,000. So the problem with marriage is when men and husbands begin to think that 100,000 na you one worker, because you are expecting to come home. Remember, this is a woman who has kept herself. All we two, if we go out, we go work na 200,000, and something now comes of which I call the help system. After that pause period, a husband must be able to know that at this time responsibility don't plenty. We need another person for help, so that my woman, where he don't get that mother heart, go forward while somebody is taking care of.
The baby.
So once you understand that the weak person will only remain for take care for that broke, whatever you bring from the battlefield belongs to is equal contribution. I've always known that a marriage is the mindset of the man. So you see, say even forget help system, now still the mindset of the man. You get for nothing when they bring help system, no be man, no be mambanya. So you see that those things, when we want to talk about finances, we should get to the root cause of things that make women not to be able to. It's not like women are not smart, but there are things that hold them back. So if we to say we will bring nanny, may not be mambanya, like I no go see go work.
Yeah, of course.
So you go see say instead of me for being a helper where we go to work 200,000, you go continue to work na 100,000, and you no get for fixing your money you want, because whether you waited at the broke or you went to the battlefield, the money, yes, you contributed to the war gains.
Now monogamy that I don't talk about.
Now monogamy. But now when it's still in monogamy, separate property, they're different.
Okay.
For that one now, not be 50-50. Cameroon law provides that you can have now, I can have my own
Separate.
money and my husband has his own. So we only now contribute to running the family in percentage. It's no longer 50-50. In all, the man is still the head. The man is still the head. Even in the separate property, he will contribute more, because the family, the children belong to the man according to dowry or customary law. Marrying na one of that places where if make your pikin, they may be na your own.
Yeah, yes.
But when you born anyhow, someone are maternal, someone are yes. So even in separate property, now you people will contribute. And at that time, now the thing now you see someone, I know if she know me from house, because she knows that the Lord wants us in a separate property. You now see where there's that distinction. So you cannot be comparing yourself or your wife with another woman waiting for separate property. Say, see that other woman, they go work. You there for day. Where you none never give me help system. And this separate property always get a win rate blow in women them. Then no say, hey, I get for one my own money. You see why I say if we do not bring these distinctions, because I say that woman they work her own money. Now even if I stay in the house, which I discourage for 1 year, whatever my husband is working is my money. In monogamy, and he has not provided a help system. But in joint separate property I beg your pardon. No, I not fit be for inside house. I got the things say because in money we go for law go to say no, do one money. But this one will be your own. So in a separate property as well as in polygamy, you people only contribute. You contribute to chip in, and it's this is where you see that woman's voice is loud, and you cannot quench it. because you fit decide tomorrow say as na separate property you wan she know you don't go weigh your property get am for some. Those are the realities that make women to bubble up. You don't weigh your property get am for different person, but you know that in monogamy and joint property the immediate person wey dey inherit for either of the spouse na the immediate spouse. So when you get an idea of those distinctions, you'll be able to now to handle the general atmosphere about finances, which we are getting there.
We are really getting there. Okay, you don't talk about everybody contributing. Let me say there's a project that which I also talk my English now.
I don't corrupt you.
More just say some project they way family want carry them out. Like they want build a house where it be very important. Say maybe they even struggle small, be put up some structure. How this money will come about and how they will manage it. They get picking them to take care for school, for go school, maybe sick fi come or maybe transport for go school and all of that. How they go manage it? We now I want because you don't bring some sense. So I want to go start with a monogamous family first. Yes.
Okay. Now they don't always talk. Even UNICEF in 2015 said that communication is at the heart of development, and you know they say even this family project is development. So whatever we have to do, we need to start with communication. Considering, you know, I was taking the time to talk about all those realities so that we start know what we expect from each other. If we still there for that level where we want to carry out family project where your woman there for a post system, you don't expect a lot from her, do you?
No.
You cannot expect from her. Because it means say Tiri go and give you now only that small savings the way don't gather ram it go give you. You cannot. So those realities must come in as checks and balances. So that no they overget headache. As you don't to say we don't marry maybe in 2 years or in 3 years I already have a baby and then I'm pregnant, I'm not doing anything, my own is just to move around. Now only that money for free you don't give me. Where I go move small for the give. So it boils back to the man with my support and permission. Permission is still contribution. That's still financial contribution. Yes, I mean looking at it at that time, my support and permission my permission and support my own financial support that with maybe I be don't tie some see how mommy that they ever tie for hair wrapper, then I go move and give you. So in essence, what I'm saying is that we have to communicate, and communication involves knowing at what level is our marriage. That's why it's important to discuss financial goals. And discussing financial goals takes into consideration periods of your marriage. There are things you cannot be a husband pressuring your wife maybe first or second year that you want to build a house when you know that she's in her post period, and then you'll be expecting that and comparing her with other women that the woman they give money for a massa. You know say at that time. So Madam Alice, I'm just saying that we should really take time and educate ourselves on the realities of marriage, which most times we are blind to. And then instead for giving joy, they give in our pains. Because you cannot compare your primary stage of production with somebody's tertiary stage. Unless you be marrying a woman where they be opening bank account for a family, unless you marry a woman where na government teacher or government worker where like they'll or debut like from the beginning she's already working. You know, we must put all of these things on the table. If you marry a civil servant, a teacher from ENS who has been posted, she's already working. She has her money. It means that from the beginning, you already have what we call help system. She will not experience too much of the pause because she'll be having her maternity leave and going. So at that time, you people can discuss projects even in the beginning. Financial goals, you say in 5 years, because it has its duration. So you must, and what I'm trying to do is to bring out the different realities of different marriages. So you get to find out where you are in your marriage before I've switched pigeon. You gave a no play where you day for your marriage before now you start to expect a lot from the other person. And since we start for talk say wealth or finances in money in marriage now or family na the wealth creation system. You get for you to know that for this time you dey na for your own building of your career time as a man. So your financial goals will not include carrying out huge projects at that time. But now let us make it more civil that marriage no be punishment. Say at least you don't marry woman wey e the work, you to the work, and then una get una help as them. The best thing to do is to focus on communication and looking at your financial goals as a family. So you have to talk about your short term and your long term goals, even from the planning of your marriage. With the marriage, so we go make 1 year or 2 years to enjoy our life. We no go even born, or we go build house. I don't like rent. I get this amount. You people discuss. Say communication is the heart of development. You must be able to know what is in your partner's thoughts, and when the changes come, you propose again that way. Depend on the name of the call yourself. Say there, this nothing I don't think. At no point should you be carrying out developmental projects on your own without the consent of, especially for a wife. Where we used to hear a story say, woman don't go buy land for society, put a name. No. Remember, we have established
for security purposes.
For security purposes, that is what we are saying.
Especially when on more doesn't know that one fee being for separate properties.
That is it. That's why I took time for us to know that in monogamy, whatever I acquire, if my husband decides say one day my nails and I own, in monogamy joint property. So we nothing in that way. We get for take time for know the realities of each regime before we enter inside, especially for man. You see, we used to hear a story say woman don't go buy property even in monogamy now because it was as say the man are cheat, the man are this, the man get, and the law doesn't really favor women that much. They say the dead man's will. It means say even your monogamous husband can will your things to another person. So, but that's just by the way, because I needed to bring some clarifications.
You have a contribution here. This one say, okay. I'm enjoying the program, but I wish to find out from the lady, what if one person in a monogamous home is earning more than the other person? Are they still supposed to contribute a 50-50 quota?
Okay, thank you so much for that contribution. And the one person now,
it can still be the wife.
Okay. Now, when we talk about 50-50 quota in marriage, right, we're getting to another point, which is joint budget before her contribution came in. 50-50 in marriage is not just, like I said, it's not just limited to finances. Time. You get now. For example, me and my son, there are jobs I cannot do. That job, the way they make me go up and down. If my husband is doing the same, like sleep in another town, I will not be able. So it means say just the fact that family responsibility, which is training the children, is involved. My part of my 50% goes to that time. You get. So whatever you're bringing, you equate it to the time, and you still see. Remember, we said the man is the head, and I always say that a wife is part of the wealth of a man. So whatever I know, whoever I am, and my husband's investment, and my husband's channel for finances. So when you understand in a monogamous that you see, he will find a wife now, find good things. So I'm the good thing he finds. So everything I bring. I know maybe the area of this question where we used to say women earn more, and then
more, and they really earn more.
Yes.
Then as if they don't just say your owner for pay light bill, maybe light bill the kind of 5,000 every month. You depend on that 5,000. Meanwhile you earn less of 500,000.
That is wrong. I'm saying it here that even if I'm earning 1 million, it means that, and then if I'm earning 1 million and my husband is earning 300,000, my family is earning 1.3, and the head of the family is the husband. It means that I am the one of the help that God has given to him to earn 1.3. You get. So my family earns 1.3, and him being the head. You know, one thing we need to talk about is financial submission for wives.
Pigeon, please.
One thing we will talk about. I'm sorry. One thing, that pigeon, I'm trying. I hope I'm not disappointing you. Oh. Okay, we talk about financial submission. When woman get to submit, even when they talk about finances, she submit even the money wey we dey work am.
That one strong, eh?
That anyways, that is according to maybe we bring now Christian values. But for people who do not have that Christian values, and even in some cultural values, woman,
Yes.
na man pikin
Now you bring come
in money.
Yes.
So there is the 50-50 is more about coming together with all your resources, your time, your money, and doing one thing, serving the interest of that marriage. It's not about your interest. Remember, we started by looking at the different parameters about marriage, which helps us now to get to this level we are giving this position.
Yes.
When you understand as an African wife, as a monogamous wife, and on top of that, a Christian wife, that your money, you are part of your husband's wealth creation system, social capital. You know, even get to that level of who is bringing more, because it will take us to the next point, which says that we have to establish a joint budget. Now, if more they come through this way, now see we will go establish them.
Yeah.
And communication is at the center of it all. Then you must understand that the man is the head. And the man that we are talking about is your mind, the mindset you're marrying. You don't go and marry six packs. You don't go and marry a tall, looking good. You're marrying the mindset that promotes you as a wife in everything you want to become. It means say if my husband say we want me would do this one property work, and I mean I bring in 1 million, I will bring the 1 million. He brings in the 300. We achieve that. If we want to do another thing for my own thing, I will still bring the 1 million. He brings the 3, because it is just by privilege that God made you to be any more than him, and you are his help system.
Madam, I just tell something. Not to say they to some situation they way people they be married. No one wanna married love, but in the later years for their married, they don't born picking, they don't big. The woman now be buy land, the man build. Now the ones the woman say carry a house come off from her land. So,
yes, I know those stories on social media that you're saying.
No, this one is not even social media; it's real.
So what was the regime they had? That's where the law comes in. We cannot be emotional, especially on set. We are here. One of the functions of the media is to shape public opinion.
Yes.
Through right education. If you are in a joint property, there's nothing like my house and my land.
My house and go out to carry my people.
Those things are fun
time.
time. Now fun time thing the way don't come up with social media creep inside society. So if we are separating, what happens? If that's the only piece of land and house we have, then we separate it now. 8 rooms, the man get 4, the man get 4. So that 50-50 mostly ties in divorce.
Yes.
It ties in divorce, not necessarily in contribution, because some people's contribution is, like I mentioned, time. It means that if I want to separate my husband, if we have 2 lands, I will have 1. Whether I be bring 1 million, because spouse or children made me, I could not walk like him. No men have that privilege that you wake up in the morning time, woman, what you are, do all your thing, go do. So you cannot say it's your money. So whatever we have worked in that period, that 50-50 comes now to balance, but in divorce, in cases where the marriage can no longer stand, which is a reality for some people. You get. So if not only one piece of land be there, in that monogamy, 50-50 still maintains, and you go get one, because you be buy that land now inside that marriage.
Of course.
So there's a period we call the void. Our lawyers, I just read about it, but I'm not a lawyer, but I'm somebody who loves knowledge. There's a period they call void in marriage. For example, if I had bought my land before marriage, there is a procedure that I will submit. Either I submitted the property as my family property, or it's my personal property. And to have my husband build on it meant that I had submitted the property now as a family property. There is that. It's just like when they say person want be president, they did do evaluation for see where he get them. So people should not just be carried away with emotions. The law is there. If you are doing monogamy, that's why I said we should always try to look at the regimes that we are under. Whether na me I buy land, whether na you plan or na you water, one is government from na joint property. You get now, so you cannot come again and be saying unless it was separate property, and before the man wants to build there should be an agreement. Communication is at the heart of development at all times.
Okay, it be right for to say husband and wife where they already work. It be right for them for open to each other how much they earn, because most what they talk to so more go to for reality. But many people they need you don't even husband, you don't even know how much they earn, you need to know how much your wife they earn. But it's just that as soon as you call some budget for here, say joint budget, when they contribute money put down, you just put it there at the end of the month. So it be right or it not be right for know how much each other they earn.
Before I want to answer the question, I want first to look at how we human beings and they contribute for make marriage the bad mean. Sometimes we enter marriage we never even discuss some things. Like what my mentor Apostle Lefo will say, counting the cost. You need to always evaluate the steps and where you're getting into. Sometimes the be some marriage they will end in a true pregnancy. Yes. No, at least I always like that as humans we should take our own part of the responsibility, because we don't create a reality which is not what was the reality of marriage according to the person where he formed the institution. So when we have created a reality and we have promoted that agenda, let us not come and be doing pity party now. We should always know where we are taking responsibility, to know that this is where we falter, this is where marriage is failing us. And if we are looking at creating reality, we will start we know say people they change, but at least there should be some 80% consideration of before saying I do.
You know try to know the person.
For know the person. One of the things I always say it on social media, do even his cultural evaluation. Wait till he calls, because on culture the way they see marriage is not the same. So culture the way you marry woman when you want to go marry inside is complete bought over. You become a complete slave. You start serve from, in fact, everybody. You don't have a say. Some culture the way, yes, in the Northwest we have cultures where your husband's sister's child comes and takes
that
so
inherit.
So
that culture, I don't know why they never start that culture.
That's why I'm saying we let us not create a reality away from. What was that your question? I think I'm missing something.
No, you wanted to maybe clarify something, but the question I say it be right, make people they make husband and wife they expose their
okay.
salary at
yes,
the end of the day.
That's why I was talking about we are creating a reality now, and then we start saying in a normal sense, everything being equal, a wife is supposed to know what the husband earns, and the husband is supposed to know what the wife earns, because that's when now you start having conversations on family budgeting, on joint account, on family projects, on long-term and short-term investment plans, and even creating wider systems for wealth to come in. It means if I know say my husband they earn $1 million and I'm earning maybe 500,000, and we say one open another business, I should not be expecting my husband to bring in that 1 million for maybe flexing. Yes. I should not say that money for that time according to our short term. So I should be able to cut down on a lot of things because we want to increase our wealth creation. So you cannot get to creating wealth even if you are the person who is working and your wife is doing poor system like we mentioned. You must be able to open up to her. Let her know. It's because we have created a monster in marriage. Now because we don't create marriage like juju. We have created, we don't create monster for instant marriage. Then we now start seeing it, we take the effects now and want to define and now a different way. But the normal level playing for marriage, according to cultural considerations, according to your religious call, because you must, for Muslim person, nobody the same.
Okay.
Those are the peculiar things that people need to understand. Say culture and religion has a place in your marriage reality. So if we say we are monogamous Christians, then we must be open and transparent.
All right, thank you. This person says we are enjoying the program. If you also call me for the program, while line they be open. If you call me for the program, I'll text me any information. Okay.
And what's the person's contribution?
Hello. The person to you know, the flash of the kind program number.
Call.
Just call now, not the flash. I beg. Call, tell me what you think about the program, or you send me message. I don't see you the flash again. Just call one time. All right. I want to ask this question.
Okay.
The something they say for marriage now, you didn't know who can manage money well, and you get person way if you manage money well, you get person way it not be good for manage money, it is spend money anyhow.
Yeah.
So if in a situation where, for example, more than not also at the favor woman, no, but the job talk now something that they happen where woman don't really see and say this is man as he takes salary, so pam in a rich house he enter a bar, money finish, and then it overfollow woman, they for also they spend the money carelessly. It be right now for that woman for uses no matter say the 6 cents now for begin they hide money, even though na monogamous marriage, for they hide money.
Yes, we not fit to say all things they plain for all sides. Like for example, if we don't already make mistake and then people don't change. If you marry a person maybe it be they fine now. Maybe some people they never prepare for success. That's one of the things we train emotional intelligence. Or some person not they you give 500,000 and maybe you just get a new job where the end at 100. It crazy. He don't know it's even do money just confuse you. He give us spend the money until he reach back for the level way it be there 100,000. So you know that at that period your husband the end at 100,000. So you'll be making budget on that 100,000. I like that question, a very important question, because you get to understand for among you who or between the two of you who feel really happy. Like somebody in my house, my husband manages money more than me because my hands are like I don't want to hear somebody like pains. I will just give. I don't even go to the bank only when my husband sends me, because I will just give out. I will just give. So if fine for always notice for that, you see, you people come to a conclusion now. That's why it's good to be open, so that your husband or your wife should know your weakness. Like me, I always tell I said that me I cannot. I'll walk on the way. I'll just go and remove
all the money.
I'll just call that this person. I'll just start crying until you help the person. So sometimes I'm not even supposed to even know what is. I just trust that for the important things. So you need to know your realities. Me too. I'm building emotional intelligence to be able to know when to help. Until I reach that level, I cannot really handle. I cannot. This method I cannot. I will just. I don't know how.
Everything.
Yes, I will give everything.
You forget when I get projects.
Yes, I will. I don't know. For that, I never still reach that level. I need to mature, reach that level. So it's very good to know if it's your husband, if it's your wife. But again, it should not be static, because growth is constant. Like we mentioned, some people they don't know for money misroads now. Influence, peer pressure, and all that. Once you need to be very discerning. You get that sensitive spirit as a wife. Remember, you are his helper. So help the day when let me say like how did Regina Daniel used to say, if we can't give a man status for money for chop and now you don't get problem. I just harvesting. You don't get problem. But so some people that you come and teach them, you be the one teaching financial management. There are some people that their own help will be spiritual prayer, backup and all that. So you must be able to know per time who is better. It's not a static thing. It means that maybe in 5 years I can be more managing with money than my husband, and he becomes, so I should be able to be the one at that time. Although for some families, easy for switch. But the message I'm passing is that you should be honest with your weaknesses and your flaws, and then be able to point out which way now the other person is strength, so that if na the man feel hold money more, and then people should always do your evaluation, financial evaluation for this period. This is what we have made. This is what we have saved. You must have your saving models as a family. Saving. There is a famous model which is 50, 30, 20. 50 for general running of things, and 30 for helping because relatives and other emergencies that come up, and 20 for savings. So every family must have that saving model. Yes, where say now one of financial maturity for that. If you talk about managing finances if you don't have financial maturity, because like we said, one of your finances is your social capital. The community way I've like I fit come it up you, Madam Ali. So you two give or make yourself the way if so your own friend to come for you when he did down, you get that is life is give and takes. So you must be able to before knowing who handles more. So who is handling more now is that the rest of the 80 that is left in the family, and probably now you can say that I will handle the 30, which is the running capital for the family, and then the other person will handle the 50. But sometimes the way it reach for level way we women they over life for biting them.
I believe in come to that one. I see people they over beep. Anyways, not just an indication.
See, you're watching the program.
So
I'm
thank you for watch. If you not get contribution, no problem. But if it's call or they call for the program, I don't remind you.
So you get now. So now, if we have said that we are following the normative, they call it the.
You have two grammar for the program. Why you just confusing my mommy there?
If the. I'm sorry. Maybe I'll pick up with time, but just bear with me. I'm small grammar woman. Yes, if we get to that level where we don't decide, we don't follow the model of 50, 30, 20. That is 50 to do the running of the family.
Hello. Good morning. This is Family Wahala.
Yes, ma'am. I'm watching a show right now. I don't know if it's even live. I don't know.
It's live. If you give me contribution, you'll be okay for give live. If you give,
okay,
yes.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much. I was watching and I lost my way. She said something about saving models, and I heard something 50, 30, 20. Please, could you help me and answer what the 50 means? Because I was jotting and then I lost my 50, 30, 20.
Okay. You go just repeat and back as you talk. Now, your name and where you're calling us from, please.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. I bet when you call, you shift away from your TV set or you reduce the volume. Hear me now for telephone, not me now for your television set. Answer the question.
Okay.
Wait, ma'am. Call again. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. My name is Calvin Nage. I'm watching from Boya.
All right. Thank you. May I more answer that question now?
Thank you so much, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Okay. Thank you so much for your contribution. All right. So we will be that 50, 30, 20. It just be like a rule, a budgeting technique where you feel use them for help you for strategize for your financial life. So it be divided that you divide your income. Before you want to get to this model, you don't know on aggregate is big. On when you add up all your financial your income, you know, say for example, this is the normal that we have. You know the calculate maybe that small stipends the way you get them for war.
Okay.
Yes, but we know that maybe we have seen that consistently. The family makes 500,000. I mean, for both parties now. What are the money bring now? How much? But the family brings this, and we are assuming that you people have already had that communication. You have set family project, long-term goals, and all that. So 50 now comes to it handle the needs, feeding, schooling, and all that. So the 50 handles those immediate needs, and you can still have time to make adjustments because family expenses span over time.
Of course.
For example, I know for the top 50, 30 now for September.
Yes.
We go surely go move part of 20. You get now, but we are talking about maybe the normal months. So it's always good to do this precision so that people, because like it's about education. Yes. So you have that 50 now, which is to cater for the needs, things that are there, you need them, you get all of those things, medical bills inclusive, all that. 50. But depending now on their amount, and for some families and their realities, they can do 60. But the thing is that your needs, ensure that you don't go and make some claims that you're saving more where you'll be going there. You know, saving should save. Saving, the purpose of saving is to save situations. So you're making sure that saving is the least on your category. Now 50 is for your needs. Then 30 is for your wants. Those things that occasionally you can handle them. It can still constitute part of your savings. Because it's not every time. The wants are things that, for example, can say they don't want dresses this month. It's okay. But at least they should be. And then it caters for, maybe they call your mother-in-law is sick. Not that your mother-in-law comes to your house, you are eating chicken all the time, and then the day that she's sick, so you don't have money. It means you are not financially intelligent. You're causing trouble. You are not judiciously used your money. You never make your money make a good plan. So no go take all money, use and two for 50. When person come to your house, you enjoy, you live big. But the day they call you that they need 10,000, they say you don't have money. You won't bring which is wrong. So 30 is for the ones. Not be every month where your mother-in-law go need money or your sister-in-law. So that one to go help you say if they go need some bigger things, you can come up, and that 32 it can help to for your short-term goals. For example, if you say one save for open a new business line, that 30 go help we. We say we go save over a period of this, and we can now go to our 50 and reduce it. Say okay, maybe we'll reduce our standard of living, especially if school not be school time, and then so that we'll make this other business we go to bring in faster. So the essence is that 50 is for your needs. Those things are recurrent that you need to handle them all the time. You can, that's it, caters for it. 30 is those external things, and even your other wealth creation models. You handle that. Then saving. You can decide that you want to be saving you just 10%. It's okay. But make sure that what you're saving, you don't go to it regularly. So it helps you, because your saving can save you. It can save you from situations. Your child can be sick. You can be doing all of that.
I believe so. Don't answer your question, Mommy. If you not still understand, you be free again for call or for clarify yourself too on other things. I like the fact say the person we don't call we now some young girl we don't call we from her voice. I beg, even if na woman, no problem, no vex. Some women they we like you talk, if you decide say you want to buy a new dress, woman normally we must look good. But we get some woman the way they spend. Okay, another caller. Sorry. Hello. Good morning. Welcome for Family Wahala.
Thank you. And the watch the thing, so it define me. I want ask and say, what if your man no fit to manage income? Then you feel like you need to keep money. Then you feel like you want control it, how you go do?
Okay, tell me your name and place where you call me.
Melvis Boom from Tico.
Okay, thank you, Melvis. I hope so you don't get the question.
I don't get the question. Okay. One of the things I want for we talk about, and I say we know the Guinness, or I say 1 + 1 is 2. We are just trying to give guides. So it's not like this is how. Rule. Yes, it's not a rule, so that you don't go and misinterpret what we are saying. We are just proposing from research which way can help you better. Now, if you reach to that situation where your man don't know for keep money, we don't talk say communication. Make him to see it until
last part of where it struggle for it also say must not keep money. Then it try for keep money now they hide money. Then it bring problem.
That's why we say communication is a tool for development. Because now your husband you must make until he don't get for understand. Because one thing we go make you as a wife now that peace where you go get after every decision. And you must still do the decision according to way, because now he be the leader. Although you're there to help him, there are some things you cannot do. You have to pray if you're a Christian. May God reveal to him that this is what is necessary for the family. You know, say marrying are one of the things we do and only by our power. No, that's where you must go down for your knees. It can still be an attack on your marriage financially. So you need to pray for you for. I mean, you pray for talk. I've gotten to this level in my life too, where you propose things it doesn't go. What do? You have to only continue, because if you maybe it's your own training process. If you want to overtake them for maybe hala and all that, it goes like control. And if you instead craze na craze, so you get for know how for handle. And sometimes too you go to your pastor. Because there are things in marriage that you cannot do it alone. Or you go for your elderly person mother or mentor wey if he tell you on how to do things better, but you must be able first for communicate in respect. Say ye na the head. And then so one way to where you feel breaking and say you accumulate you when e dey for shock, like how it was a man pikin used to, you come up with help. Before some man pikin the way they get over strong hard way, and the how you don't help he. That means you give or sacrifice yourself for me for a 1 year for just to save your own money so that you know say where they for shock you go help him. It's a way to break him so that he knows that when you are coming up with, you know, say and say there, if we do now so it becomes better. So if he here for you.
So in the course of praying, in the course of trying to cajole him or talk just continuously, but it gets make it still continue for the save the money no, or since it bring problem may not save and again major live and make the man the waster.
No, if it is bringing problem, I don't understand if it's the entire money that, because some woman in that way when they to say na me I go look on money, you want them the man can give all the money and they want come on outside you give
2,000. Take a deal one man.
So it's good that you understand her. It's good that she should be very.
I hope so. You listen.
She should be very clear.
Small. Whether na all the money where the man they can use them, or na say if he earn 100,000, he can give you only 20. They take 80 go outside go spend na all. If I may clarify, we go feel for no.
Because like we just use the model of 50-30. You know if you do 50-30, where all the money no dey for down. So which part of it are you saving? Because we not say part when at the 50, not be normal own and needs. Some families say they buy things in bulk. Yes. They pay picking their school fee one time. So we get for know whether na the part when at 50 when you want hold them, you know one time. Or na say because some woman they like I say we get strong. You want to say when the man they say na me I feel look money put them for a year. He puts it and then you start saying that you want go outside with a bad friend.
The man want go outside, just move 2,000.
That's financial violence.
It's not good. It's not good.
It's financial violence. That financial violence now when you not allow person may get access to money for do the right things the way he get for do. It's a concept that is very clear. It's financial violence, and women sometimes practice that. They go give the money now. You want go outside. You want go take the 1,000. So you know the one bought to me. I don't like that too.
Anyways,
so we should be able to know at what level she is. That
okay. Some cases some situations say they do one of na two me I don't say away. The husband be there out and some situation come up. The woman now come in for pay, use money for do solve the situation. But at the end of the day, when the husband become, everyone may return the money, may the husband return the money back for you. That means say this one and family where they never seek communicates. Yes. I know that there is a 50 to spend and all of that. But we get family there. I hope say when they watch this program because wait you don't talk now, so you don't bring plenty sense of for we. Because we used to just be so safe, Papa want come give money for chop and all of that. Maybe mommy one comes on time, it to just buy some small thing, can add them for house. No plan like we are saving this, we are keeping this and all of that. Now why that will come with this topic for family wahala today? Say managing finance as a family. This way you see people they buy house, they buy motor, they live a good life. Not be magical. Now plan. The rush don't plan them as husband and wife, and women too wanna get that responsibility. I want to talk something. I want to ask some question before Mavis call for Tico. Okay. We also get some women they be excess. They spend money anyhow. Any new they call they follow fashion. I don't know how to put them. They follow fashion. They follow trending. Any little thing they want get them and now. In this way, they for our society, we see most people them, young boys them, where they don't marry, young people them, they cry plenty, and we get a lot of divorce cases just because of situations like this.
Okay, I like that question because it go handle some aspect too for my life where I recover from it, and when I be there for Betua, I used to, with that time I was practicing my pause period. There are times I used to hawk on underwears, pants, bracelet. So one thing the way it really put woman for shock. The people there they work at for is offices. Okay. Now one of the things in that way, if you never build financial intelligence, it go destroy you as a woman.
Yes.
You get where you buy on borrow. Okay, mom, no, don't take her, no, just take her. That's how you're there. You know, you see 30,000 or something. You don't buy this. Next time, another person
Spirit of buying.
You are buying. You are buying. You go take and borrow. No, me give you. I got to a point in my life where I almost was doing that, and it was causing me problems. And the point I want to bring and I say, one of the things when they talk about managing finances for family, and so when I go manage debt together, you get. So yes, you go manage debt together. If your master,
I remember last until before they laugh.
You go manage debt together. So if you say you be the woman wey na you the worker create the debt them because you want buy everything. No say una no go fit reach the point where you go get those things the way you mention now, that good life. You go work and all today, chop and today. For finances, managing finances in home, there's a character trait that myself I'm trying to build. It's called sacrifice. You must be able to sacrifice some things now.
Yes.
We never to say work and naked, but you go get just enough in time. And then you did look at where you're going to. For example, now we're then at 9 o'clock now to 10. Today get now only about 6 hours again
before we go to bed.
Before the day ends. So you cannot be living for today. You cannot focus on 6 hours. You cannot make your decisions on 6 hours. You are walking into tomorrow, into years, into. So there is a character that you have to build for now to help you. And I was showing how most times, without knowing, women fall, they be tempted for do things the way not correct. Like these itinerant sellers, these people who move about to sell, they come for. I not go buy the back. So one night now, as this drop shipping, that people just post things. I like this one. I like this one. I like this one. Just to answer that question.
Yeah.
And when you did do and so, it cause tension for house because since family has to manage debt together, you are not happy. You are just sad. What is it? I'm owing this person.
Oh, you start stealing.
You start stealing. Those are things that make women to steal from their husbands.
Yes.
You start stealing money. Now you don't talk say Uda not saying that the man go manage money. Then the manager he post a day near. Then tomorrow now you want something. You see how it comes back to us, our lack of emotional intelligence and practice of financial violence. Now it come back to you want to go ask your husband something. You say, but we don't keep 50% for this. Wait till happen. You don't take the money go drink mimbo. Forget say you were stealing it. You were under pressure, and when you are under pressure, it start affecting even your bed life. You are not able to give yourself to your husband. You are always little things are in your head. And the man is thinking that he's doing well. He's not, you're not doing well. And you want to see, he start bypassing just stealing to wanting another partner. Because you are like, hey, I need some partner where if he come in, only for just settle some of this mine.
Yeah.
So there are some characters that if you want to talk about managing finances, you must practice sacrifice and know that anything get time. I was not dressing like this 9 years ago.
Yeah.
So not see me now.
You want compare.
There are things we have given, we have forgone things away. Economy say opportunity cost. We have made scale of preferences, and we have stayed with Kaba for 1,000. So don't compare. One of the ways we go manage finances as a wife is that be content per time. There are times that your husband will give you 1 million. There are times that you will walk with 1,000 before you reach there. Some people they don't marry. It only help when you need for you now for say may money may you make your money show for your skin. There are people like that.
Yes.
So you should know your situation. Like Regina Daniels is somebody that the husband you want to cash on how the man get the money. Choma want show na how the man get money. Meanwhile the struggle with Papa Komone. Me and you the struggle. It's not the same. Now we'll be growing. You get now. We'll be growing in this thing. So you should know that it's per time. It's one step at a time, and then you're building character. And then you're conscious that the both of you, husband and wife, you can't serve na the institution marriage. So the marriage goals is more than your personal goals. You put your personal goals in them and practice character where it will help not to get to that level
We don't hear sense today, so we go continue this very topic. Now just say we go rephrase some again for talk at next time, okay? Because a Mavis on text me say no, he be satisfied with the answer where you don't give her. We'll not get plenty time again. You'll just give you your take home message. Then maybe we'll come up with part 2 for the program next week. So we'll wait for you.
Thank you so much. Can I speak in English at least now?
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. It's a pleasure for me. It's a privilege. I'm able to do what I love. I've been learning a lot and doing a lot of research about marriage. I call myself a marriage enthusiast. I'm somebody who believes that we can have it all, even being a wife. Like the narrative we have that not only single people they enjoy, or when you are a divorcee. It's not true.
It's not true.
You can have it
Not
all
true at all.
in marriage. And before you want to talk about marriage, it gets a pre-marriage phase, which is very important. First, the man should know who he is, where he's going to, and the woman too, to know whether that the place you are one fits in. Because you're marrying the mindset. You're not marrying for the person that is now, you're marrying for the person you're walking into. And so, for the person to know the person you're walking into, you must have a relationship with your creator. If you are a Muslim, or the person you know as your creator, because we cannot separate life from religion. When you have a relationship with your creator, he gives you revelation of who you are. And now, you are able to, from that person you are getting into, make the choice of a partner. And the choice of a partner is his value system, is his mindset, his ability to want to grow,
Yes.
his ability to fall and wake up, his ability to possess the qualities of the person you call your source, your God. Like if you are a Muslim, you should be seeing a lot of Muhammad in him. You know that you're marrying somebody who is working towards Mohammedanism or what. If you're a Christian, you should be able to see a lot of godliness in him with those attributes, so that in the face of challenges which will always come, those are the qualities and value system that you can tap into and get solutions to whatever obstacles will come your way. And remember that as a wife, you are not fighting your husband when it comes to money. You should read on marriage, read on financial intelligence, attend programs and seminars that will help you. Like myself, I'm into a program like that where I'm learning on emotional intelligence, Meet the Love Doctor online, and even on TV that it's here. We have programs like The Rise of Giants that are there to teach you mental health and emotional intelligence that will help you for your private life and even your corporate life. Because as a day, when your marriage life is affected through lack of financial intelligence like this, you go come for office, you no go be productive. You go get problem with your colleague, team spirit no go there. You see, say from that mistake from the home, it spreads like a flood into the society and destroys your community. So I hope I have
Yes, thank you very much.
that's something that is helpful.
You don't really give me plenty sense today, and I believe say with the number of missed calls that I don't get from people that they flash that they really follow the program very well. So I thank you for take out time this early morning as a wife, as a mother, for come here for educate me today. We don't come for the end for this program. We'll go do them again next week. We hope so. Now go be there. We thank Claudine, Mr. Eno Humphrey Ayogwin, a manager for High Television, and we'll get plenty program the way that they come up for TV, for High TV. We'll just pray some we'll continue for watch, and we'll go see again next week. Bye bye.